I wouldn't own any other home except Palm Harbor.
Oh, our neighbors' homes that were built by other companies were totally destroyed during Hurricane Andrew.
And many of them have switched because of the way Palm Harbor held up.
Of the 124 homes in Gateway West before the storm, only 8 survived. All were Palm Harbor homes. Before the storm, only 8% were Palm Harbor homes. Today, Palm Harbor homes makes up over 85%.
Going to be checking out a dead subscriber or in contact with the alarm company.
My husband and I live in Windmill Village, Punta Gorda, Florida, and we were struck by Hurricane Charlie on August 13th, and it really devastated our whole community. The clubhouse, all the homes here are gone.
Bob and Carol Clements, we're in Ventura Lakes in sunny downtown Punta Gorda. We're standing in front of our Palm Harbor Wellington model house. We went through Hurricane Charlie with winds of about 160 miles an hour.
And we have a Palm Harbor home, and we stayed in our home during the Hurricane Charlie. And it was a frightening experience.
My name is Mike Christ. I'm from Punta Gorda, Florida. We survived Hurricane Charlie.
Just last year put a Palm Harbor home, and it's had very little damage, and we're so pleased that we can come back home. And in fact, the other people in the community, a couple of them have told me that our home is like a beacon to open up this community again.
We left here the day before Charlie hit. We went out to a church campground about 60 miles away. And as soon as they'd let us back into the court, we came in to a pleasant surprise. We were just completely delighted that we'd picked the Palm Harbor and that it withstood the hurricane, and we found very, very little wrong with it at all.
Biggest concern when we shut the storm shutters down was what was our home and our community going to look like when we came out. And lo and behold, when we came out, we came to our home, a Palm Harbor manufactured home that was in great shape, minimal damage.
We live in a Palm Harbor home, and when the Hurricane Charlie came through, unfortunately, or fortunately perhaps, we were in Budapest. And we spent an anxious 24 hours wondering if we would have a home to come back to. We do, as you can see. We have a great home here.
The house stood up beautifully. It's solid, beautiful construction, better than they said it would be.
When the storm was over and we came outside and saw the devastation around us and all the homes that have been damaged, we realized how safe and secure we were with our Palm Harbor home.
And it was supposed to withstand 130-mile-an-hour winds. It withstood far more than that. We're just so happy with it. I feel safe in it. If I had to do this again, and I would feel safe if I had to stay in it. Palm Harbor was very, very good.
Hi, I'm Ann O'Brien, and this is my husband, Jack.
Hi.
We live in Ventura Lakes in Punta Gorda, Florida, and we have our Palm Harbor home here behind us. We were very pleasantly surprised when we arrived home at about 6:30 on Friday the 13th to find our Palm Harbor home in excellent condition. We are very pleased with how it withstood the winds from Hurricane Charlie.
I'm very happy with Palm Harbor home. We investigated quite a few of the homes that were on the market at the time, And this was our choice to get the home that looked to me as the most sturdy built home. It had the heaviest structure in it of the industry.
My name's Tom Marr, and I live here in Ventura Lakes in Punta Gorda. And as you can see, I had a lot of roof damage, and it was very difficult for me to do the temporary repairs. I had worked on it for a couple of days, and I really couldn't get it tight. We had a couple of rainstorms, and I still got water inside the house. So I went out and bought more tops, and I was attempting to get a huge top up on the roof. And one of the fellows from the park here that was on the recovery work saw me and told me, he said, "This is too difficult for you to do." He says, "I'm going to go get the Palm Harbor guys and give you a hand." And I said, "Well, this isn't a Palm Harbor house." He says, "It doesn't matter." He said, "They'll come over." And I'll tell you, that day it was about 98 degrees. It was extremely hot. And 2 of the trucks showed up, and 4 guys jumped out. They got on that roof and passed the material up, and probably an hour and a half, they had the roof tight, and I haven't had any leaks since. I'm really, really impressed with the Palm Harbor, the help they gave us.
Palm Harbor did a wonderful job in sending men over here to work and help not just Palm Harbor, but other manufactured homes in restoring their roofs to keep the homes dry, and we will forever be grateful to them.
This home is not a Palm Harbor, it's a and we didn't think that anybody from Palm Harbor would come and give us a hand. And we were very surprised that they came over and gave us a hand, and it closed the house up and made it tight.
I'm very happy with Palm Harbor Home. Palm Harbor Home, for me, is the top of the line when you come into manufactured homes.
Would definitely buy a Palm Harbor home again. It was a good investment. I'm glad we did it.
And I would surely buy another one right now.
This is one of the reasons that we chose the Palm Harbor Home, and we're very well pleased with it.
Our Palm Harbor home has just held up great, and we're very, very happy with it. And if I had to buy another one tomorrow, it would be another Palm Harbor.
It was just a delight. And the neighbors would come by and say, "Well, what did you do right?" And he said, "Well, I think we chose the right home."
And I would definitely invest in another Palm Harbor home.
We have, as a matter of fact, about 4 people now that are going up to look at Palm Harbors.
I guess Palm Harbor is the only home to buy.